in terms of putting this together. And one lady in particular to begin with is Rosh Willits, who's from Grasp. Yes, let's hear it for Rosh. Hello. There she is. And Rosh is from Grasp Community Unity Projects. That's not easy to say. And they've been advising on charity legislation and stuff to help get UK astronomy off the ground. So a very big shout out for them. Also for Epson, the printing company, and IKEA for sponsoring the year-long photograph competition. So a big shout out and a round of applause to them as well. Of course, all of this wouldn't be possible without the help and support of Emberton Sports and Social Club as well, for hosting UK Astronomy and letting Ross get his pole out in the middle of the field and point it at the sky and get this whole thing off the ground. So a big round of applause, everyone, please, for Emberton Sports and Social Club. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And also, while we're still on that subject of shouting a few things out, Milton Keynes Deaf Astronomical Society, they actually bring all the scopes and the support over the last year and have been an amazing part of helping UK astronomy as well. So, and they're represented here today, so a massive round of applause for those guys because they've been wonderful. Okay, amazing, good. And just one final one then. It's we've all been very well fed this evening. Would you agree? Yes. Yes, brilliant. And a big thank you for Lee, or to Lee, for doing the barbecue. So a big round of applause to Lee. Amazing, amazing. Okay, well actually, so Lee's done the barbecue, but obviously what we've been eating has been very kindly donated by a mixture of Sainsbury's, Morrison's and Tesco's. So, there are other supermarkets available, but those guys have been absolute stars and very, very helpful in making this whole thing come together.
Why am I so starry-eyed and mystified? Every time I look at you, fallen stars come into view. Can it be that I'm in love with an angel from above? I ask my heart replies, yes, that's just why you're so starry-eyed.
That's just why you're so starry-eyed.
When we touch, I hear angels sing.
Starry-eyed.
When we kiss, I hear wedding bells ring.
Starry-eyed.
Can't explain what I feel inside, but I know it's love, true love at last. I know why I'm starry-eyed and mystified. All my dreams are coming true, just because I'm so in love with you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we're joined in the hall now by a very special group of people. It's the Junior UK Astronomers, and they're getting ready to do a little presentation. So come on down, give them some support, big rounds of applause and stuff. That's not easy doing this. So, come and give them your support.
Bells ring. I can't explain what I feel inside, but I know it's love, true love at last. I know why I'm starry-eyed and mystified.
So that was Michael Holliday, starry-eyed, and we're all starry-eyed, of course, here tonight, celebrating UK Astronomy's first birthday. And a very special presentation coming up now from the Junior UK Astronomers. Now, if you've been out and about on the field, you've probably noticed that we've had a few competitions going on, a few activities. My colleague here just got soaked in the rocket competition. Well, that's what he told me anyway. He was eating 3 desserts at the time. So, we have a winner of a competition. Is there a young lady called Tori here? Where's Tori? Tori, where are you? Hello, Tori. Hello. Are you okay? She's a bit shy. All right. Well, I won't look at her then when we talk. Right, Tori has actually won the water rocket competition, and her prize is a cuddly rocket. So let's give Tori a round of applause. Hey, well done, well done. Okay, now we're just lining up for the presentation, so just... oh, photographs as well. Yeah, give us all a wave. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, cool. Okay, well, giant steps are what it takes to launch a club like UK Astronomy, and we know that Ross has done a fabulous job, and of course a part of that is engaging with the youngsters as well, and coming up now is a very special presentation. So, Ross, over to you.
Right guys, quiet down so we can all hear, because the kids are going to have to talk next. I'm just going to do a little introduction, and then they're going to go on and talk about their favourite planets and why they're their favourite. So, thank you very much for doing this, kids. I appreciate it. It took a lot of work, and I know how hard it is to do a presentation. So don't be shy, and I'm here to support you, all right? So let's start with space, the final frontier. Now, Sophie wrote a bit of this, but I kind of added to it. The universe was created by a Big Bang about 13.7 billion years ago. Scientists still don't know about the whole universe yet, or what the bang was before, or what happened. Suddenly, everything we knew just existed, and we don't know why. They still believe that somewhere out there may be living creatures. So the Big Bang has created other creatures that could be anywhere. We don't know. So our galaxy, that's where we are there. Unfortunately, you can't see it on the radio, but there's a dot. Okay, there are many types of galaxies, but ours is a barred spiral called the Milky Way. It has a long thin stripe in the middle, with longer curved ones going either side. The middle is home to a supermassive black hole and older stars. So the younger ones are on the outside, and the spiral arms are brighter because they are the ones that contain the new stars, which shine brighter than the old stars in the middle. So, what are stars? Well, our sun is thrillingly... Why did you have to write that word in there? Thrillingly, our closest star at 150 kilometres away. But compared to the size of the whole universe, it's right on our doorstep. All the stars we can see in the sky are within our one galaxy. So just imagine how many other stars there are out there and how far away they are. Have you ever thought that there might be different stars out there too? Well, yes, and some have names. It'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it, if they were all the same? You wouldn't like all the boys to be called Bob, would you? Our star is called Sol, and it has many objects orbiting it. The most prominent of these are the planets that we're about to talk about. Did you know Mercury, Venus and Mars are called the inner planets and are all rocky? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are all called the outer planets, and they're all made of gas. All right, now it's over to our first young astronomer who's going to tell us about her favourite planet. And I believe it's Courtney Jade with Mercury. Come on, don't be shy, I'm here. I've got it written here as well, so if anything happens. So there you go.
Hi, my name is Courtney Jade and I'm 10 years old. My favourite planet is Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, but surprisingly not the hottest. That crowns to Venus, as Mercury doesn't have much atmosphere to trap in heat. But it is the smallest and also the hardest to see because of how close it is to the sky, in the sky to the Sun. You can really only see it either after sunset or before sunrise during twilight. But it has phases like the moon that you can watch through a telescope. Be careful though, don't ever accidentally look at the sun. Did you know that before 1965 it was believed that the same side of Mercury always faced the sun, like our moon does Earth? Only 2 spaceships have been sent to Mercury. The last one was deliberately crashed into the planet. The best time to really see Mercury is when it passes in front of the Sun, a transit, which it did this year. These only happen in the months May and November due to Mercury and Earth's orbits, but not every year. Did you know Mercury has no moons at all and takes 88 days to orbit the Sun? It is also the most heavily cratered planet in our solar system and is the most iron-rich planet too. So even though it's small and hard to see, it's got loads to offer, and that's why it's my favourite planet.
Right, next up, we've got Joel, and he's talking about Mars. Joel? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I was looking at the guy.
This guy. Okay. So yeah, I'm here to talk about Mars. So, Mars, where did the name come from? Well, the Romans named it after their god of war, Mars. But they weren't the first. The Chinese called it the fire star. But the Egyptians, I don't remember the name, but they called it the red one. So they all noticed that this planet had a red tint to it. So, where is Mars? Can I just put it in my sat-nav, head up there? Well, you've got to have a pretty big sat-nav because it's a whopping 228 million kilometres away, which is 1.8 astronomical units. An astronomical unit, one astronomical unit, is the distance from the Sun to the Earth. Pretty far. So Mars, it takes 687 days to orbit the Sun. So it's around 1.9 Earth years. And it's also the last rocky planet and is slightly smaller than Earth. Mars has two main moons. The biggest, Phobos, which is said to get closer to the planet. So in 100 million years, it will get closer and closer to the planet, crash into it and cause a ring to go around it. And the smaller one, which I always pronounce wrong, is it Deimos? Is that right? Deimos? Deimos, yeah. Which is a little smaller. A little smaller than its cousin, Phobos. So, yeah, there's a lot smaller one. So, it's red. Why is it red, I hear you cry? Well, this is where I'm going to get a little bit scientific. It's got these little particles in its atmosphere, and it's iron oxide, so that's rust. Have you seen rust? That reddy. It gives it that reddy tint, which is pretty interesting. Anyway. So, if you ever visit the planet, I'd recommend these sites. How about the tallest mountain in the solar system? Olympus Mons, which is a whopping 22 kilometres tall. And it's actually a dormant volcano, so it's not extinct. It's still got lava flowing through it and all that. And the next, the Marina Valley, I think it's called, yeah? It dwarfs our canyon quite a bit, actually, because this great thing here, if we were to put it on Earth, it would go from Washington, D.C. to San Francisco. So that's pretty much all across America and a little bit further. It's massive. And the depth is 7 kilometres. So that's pretty deep, because the one, our Grand Canyon is only 1 kilometre deep. So it's pretty massive. So, can we live there? No. The long answer, maybe, but the short answer, no. Without any spacesuits, definitely not. Why not? Because it contains, in its atmosphere, 96% carbon dioxide. And that is whopping, because on Earth it's 0.1. And the oxygen content on the atmosphere is 0.2, whilst Earth's 20. So it'd be quite hard to breathe. And, the weather conditions, we're British, the weather's pretty messed up here. But in Mars, it's insane. I mean, the hottest day in the summer is 80 degrees, and in the winter it's minus 40. And the dust storms can last months on end. So you might want to put your pegs for your tent pretty deep down. So if you are feeling brave and up to the challenge, go visit my favourite planet, Mars, because Barack Obama's challenged NASA, to land men on there before 2030. So, you could be the first men and women on Mars.
up is Archie. He's eating sweets at the minute.